तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
जय गणेश पाहि मां, श्री गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश पाहि मां, श्री गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। लंबोदर गौरी सुत जय गणेश पाहि माम्। लंबोदर गौरी सुत जय गणेश पाहि माम्। मंगलकर संकट हर जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। मंगलकर संकट हर जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश पाहि मां, श्री गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। लंबोदर गौरी सुत जय गणेश पाहि माम्। मंगलकर संकट हर जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्। जय गणेश पाहि मां, श्री गणेश रक्ष माम्।
नटराजा नटराजा नर्तन सुंदर नटराजा। नटराजा नटराजा नर्तन सुंदर नटराजा। तांडव प्रिय शिवराजा। शिवराजा शिवराजा शिव तांडव प्रिय शिवराजा। चिदंबरेशा नटराजा। राजा पर्तिपुरीशा नटराजा 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 नर्तन सुंदर नटराजा शिवराजा शिवराजा शिवतांडव प्रिय शिवराजा चिदंबरेशा नटराजा पर्तिपुरीशा नटराजा 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 नर्तन सुंदर नटराजा
देवकी तनया दयानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे दयानिधे कृपानिधे दयानिधे कृपानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दीनानाथ साई दीनानाथ साई देवकी तनया दयानिधे दयानिधे कृपानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दीनानाथ साई दीनानाथ साई देवकी तनया दयानिधे मुरलीधरा मुरहरा नटवरा
मुरलीधरा मुरहरा नटवरा गोपीजन प्रिय गिरिधरा गोपीजन प्रिय गिरिधरा वृंदावन संचार जगतो धारा वृंदावन संचार जगतो धारा यशोदा बाला नंद कुमारा यशोदा बाला नंद कुमारा मुरलीधरा मुरहरा नटवरा गोपीजन प्रिय गिरिधरा वृंदावन संचार जगतो धारा यशोदा बाला नंद कुमारा यशोदा बाला नंद कुमारा मुरलीधरा मुरहरा नटवरा कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोविंद भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोपाल भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोपाल भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल 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 भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोपाल भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो गिरिधारी श्याम भजो राधे गोविंद भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो मधुवन संचारी श्याम गोपाल भजो कृष्ण भजो मुरली गोविंद भजो पांडुरंग विठ्ठले हरिनारायण हरिनारायण गोविंदा 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 भज नारायण गोविंदा साई नारायण गोविंदा पांडुरंग विठ्ठले हरिनारायण हरिनारायण गोविंदा पांडुरंग विठ्ठले हरिनारायण हरिनारायण गोविंदा पांडुरंग विठ्ठले हरिनारायण हरिनारायण गोविंदा भज नारायण गोविंदा साई नारायण गोविंदा पांडुरंग विठ्ठले हरिनारायण हरिनारायण गोविंदा
रासविलोलानंद लाला रासविलोलानंद लाला रासविलोलानंद विलोला नंदलाला, विलोला नंदलाला, राधा माधव नंदलाला, माधव नंदलाला, राधा माधव नंदलाला, रास विलोला नंदलाला, विलोला नंदलाला, नंद किशोरा नंदलाला, नंद किशोरा नंदलाला, नवनीत चोरा नंदलाला, नवनीत चोरा नंदलाला, रास विलोला नंदलाला, राधा माधव नंदलाला, रास विलोला नंदलाला, नंद किशोरा नंदलाला, नवनीत चोरा नंदलाला, नंदलाला साई नंदलाला, नंदलाला साई नंदलाला, हे नंदलाला साई नंदलाला, रास विलोला नंदलाला। राम कृष्ण तुम हो, जय राम जय राम, राम कृष्ण तुम हो, जय राम जय राम, साई राम साई राम, साई कृष्ण तुम हो, साई राम साई राम, पिता तुम हो, हे राम मेरा, अल्लाह ईश्वर हो, अल्लाह अकबर, तुम हो, साई राम साई राम, शिरडी साई तुम हो, साई राम साई राम,
Jai Ram.
आंजनेय वीरा हनुमंत शूरा आंजनेय वीरा हनुमंत शूरा वायुकुमारा वानर वीरा वायुकुमारा वानर वीरा आंजनेय वीरा हनुमंत शूरा आंजनेय वीरा हनुमंत शूरा वायुकुमारा वानर वीरा श्री राम जय राम सीताराम जय राधे श्याम 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 आंजनेय वीरा हनुमंत शूरा वायुकुमारा वानर वीरा आंजनेय वीरा हनुमंत शूरा वायुकुमारा वानर वीरा श्री राम जय राम सीताराम जय राधे श्याम 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 आंजनेय वीरा हनुमंत शूरा.
Inside the Jeev is God, and the Jeev is under Maya. So Jeev, Maya and God are in the same place. The world is made of Maya and God is all pervading in it. That means Maya and God are in the same place. All these three tattvas are together. What then is separating the Jeev from Bhagavan? So far in the Bhakti Shatak, Sri Maharaj Ji has explained that there is one tattva, divine entity, which has taken on the forms of Krishna and Radha. And he has got many Shaktis apart from Radha. So Kripalji Maharaj divided the Ananta Shaktis of Bhagavan into Maya Shakti, Jiva Shakti and Para Yoga Maya Shakti. He explained that the Jiva Shakti is a Tatastha Shakti. It's a borderline Shakti. Like you have the Tat of the river. The river bank is called the Tat, Nadi Tat. It is a part of the earth, but it's under the water. Similarly, the soul is a part of God, and yet it is overcome by Maya. So Kripaluji Maharaj here is explaining why is Maya got the soul under its grip. The fact is that the soul and God are together. God is everywhere. Ya Atmana Mantaro Yamayati Yah Prithivvi Mantaro Yamayati Yo Jalamantaro Yamayati. The Vedas say God is sitting inside the Atma. He is sitting everywhere in the earth. He is everywhere in the water. Yah Prithvi Tishtati, ya Apsu Tishtati, yo Vayor Tishtati, ya Akashe Tishtati. Again the Ved mantras say, there is no place where God does not exist. So how then has the soul become separate from God? What is the separation? It is said we are separate from God, that is why we are under Maya. Where is the separation? He is sitting inside you. He is Nitya Nirantar Prapt. What does Nitya Nirantar Prapt mean? Means He is eternally inside us. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. Our soul is Nitya or eternal, not by its own power, because the supremely eternal God is sitting inside our soul and granting us immortality. That is why we are eternal. And our soul is sentient. It has got life in it. Because the Mahachetan Bhagavan is sitting inside the soul. So God will not leave us for a moment. If He does go to sleep for a little while, our personality will cease to exist. In other words, our satta will no longer remain. So we exist because God is inside us. That is why He is Nitya Prapt. He is eternally with us. Plus, He is everywhere in this world. Eko Deva Sarva Bhuteshu Gudha Sarva Vyapi. The Vedas say there is no place where God does not exist. Since He is everywhere in this world, that means wherever we go, God is there. And hence, He is incessantly with us, eternally plus incessantly with us. Then how come this material energy, Maya, has overpowered us? This is a riddle. Actually, Jeev, Maya and Brahma, all three are in the same place. You see, inside the Jeev is God and the Jeev is under Maya. So Jeev, Maya and God are in the same place. The world is made of Maya and God is all pervading in it. That means Maya and God are in the same place. So all these three tattvas are together. What then is separating the Jeev from Bhagavan? What is the cause of this separation? Kripaluji Maharaj explains in this verse. He says, Krishna Bahirmukha Jeeva Kaha. The Jeev has turned its back to God. Now, if God is everywhere, how do you turn your back to God? What it means is the consciousness has been turned away from God. Our consciousness is bereft of God. That is the Bahirmukhata. Tulsidas ji writes, Jib jib te harite bilagano, tapte de geh nij manyo, maya bas swarup bisarayo, tehi bhramte darun dukh payo. He says, harite bilagano, the soul forgot God. And what was the consequence of that? Tabte deh geh nij manyo. Because of that mistake, which one? Forgetting God. The soul then started thinking of itself as the body. Maya bas swarup bisarayo, tehi bhramate darun dukh payo. And because of that, it is now running in the world. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said the same thing. Krishna bhuli, sei jeev hoy anadi bahirmukh. Krishna bhuli, the jeev forgot God, and thus it is bahirmukh. Atev maya tare de sansare dukh. Hence the material energy maya is troubling the soul. Kabu swarge uthaye, kabu narke dubaye. Dandya jane raja yena nadiya chubaye. You know what is the most terrible form of torture? When two armies are at war and one army catches another army person, they want to extract some secret out of that person. In the olden days, the kings would do it. So they torture that person to extract some secret. And how would they torture the person? They would dunk that person's head into the water. So when he's gasping almost, my God, I'm going to die, they would release him. And he takes a few breaths, again they put him in. So that breaks the person. They say, all right, I'll tell you, don't do this to me again. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says the material energy Maya is doing the same thing to the soul. The soul gets a little bit of happiness. I am Dulha Raja today, I'm so happy. I'm going on a white horse and drums are playing for me. But how long does it last? 4 din ki chandri. After that, the harsh reality, you have to work from morning to night to feed all the chunnu munnu, etc. and listen to the galis, the abuses of the boss. So, the soul is dunked in. Oh my God, so terrible, so miserable. All right, go for 3 days to Las Vegas, enjoy yourself. Then again you are dunked. Now wait for the next long weekend and go to Tampa, Florida. And that is what is going on. So, Kripaluji Maharaj is expressing that same siddhant, that the soul is vimukh, with its back to God, and hence the material energy Maya has overcome it. And what did Maya do? Tate bhulyo apu kaha, banyo vishaya rasameen. Now the soul has forgotten itself. Somebody who doesn't know himself or herself would be called a mad person. Right? So we also have forgotten ourselves. Being the eternal soul, we are thinking of ourselves to be the body. I am Ramesh Srivastav, I am Gujarati, Marwadi, Sindhi, Punjabi, Bengali. We are thinking of ourselves to be the body. That is the sign of madness. The sign of a mad person is that they forget who they are. The problem arises if you become mad for a little while and then you become all right. You see, sometimes some people have the bipolar disorder. What happens when you have a bipolar disorder? For some time you are all right and then you become abnormal. Now there was this person who used to have these fits of madness. Now when he would become mad, he would totally lose sense of who he is. And when he would become all right, he would start serving everybody else and be absolutely normal. So in the same way, from time to time, we wake up and we realize, oh, who I am. And then we forget completely. And when we forget our spiritual identity, then the natural consequences that we start running after the pleasures of the body. Because we decide that I am the body. And hence, the bodily pleasures will give me satisfaction. So we are running. And in this running around, nobody is getting satisfaction. You know, another person went to a madhouse. And he went to the first room. There was a man there who was doing lulu, lulu, lulu. He asked the warden, what is this lulu, lulu, lulu he's doing? The warden said, you know, there was this beautiful damsel called Lulu. And this man loved her. Now she did not marry him. She married somebody else. So he went insane. And that is why he sits here and does lulu, lulu, lulu. Now this man went to the next room. There also the person was sitting and doing lulu, lulu. He asked the warden, was this Lulu, was she very characterless? Did she have many lovers? The warden said, this is the man who married Lulu. He also went mad. So the fact is that there is no happiness in the world, but in this confusion of being the body, we are running after the world. Now, our running after the world is like trying to listen to the lecture through the eyes. Why did you not come for my lecture? Swamiji, I was experimenting to listen to the television with my eyes. How can you listen with the eyes? The eyes grasp form and the ears grasp words. Similarly, the soul is divine and the body is material. So, the object of the body is the material world. And the object of the soul is the divine God. That is why the happiness that the soul wants is from the divine realm, not from the material world. So why is this confusion happening? Because of Maya. Maya is like the darkness. Like if you go to a cinema hall. Inside the cinema hall, people sit in illusion. People ask me, Swamiji, do you see movies? I say, I prefer not to see movies and read novels because we are already in Maya. Why increase the Maya further? But everybody has their own interests. So sitting in the movie hall, people fall into illusion. What is going on the screen? You have the light of different colors falling. People accept it as the reality. Oh, I had a friend in school. So he was a fan of Devanand. And if he saw Devanand with his shoe torn in some movie, he would also tear his shoe. In the olden days, when the movies first came, the people were so simple, they would accept them as the reality. And then that is why in a tragedy scene, half the hall used to be crying. Now it was only the light falling, but people accepted it as the reality. And the moment the main switch came on, and there were lights in the hall, everybody's illusion was dispelled. Oh, where are my slippers? I hope my keys have not fallen. Let me be the first one into the scooter stand. After that, there'll be a lot of traffic. The reason for the illusion was the darkness of the cinema hall. Similarly, the reason for all this confusion is the darkness that has enveloped the soul. And that darkness is of the nature of Maya. Aditya Varnan Tamasa Parastat. Why is Maya overcome us? Because we have turned our backs towards the light. Krishna Surya Sama. God is like the sun. So we have turned our backs towards the sun, and hence the darkness of Maya has overcome us. So here Kripaluji Maharaj completes his description of the Jiva Tattva.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Sathya Sai Hare Bhaktadana Samrakshak Bhaktadana Samrakshak Bhakti Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shashi Bhagana Shri Kara Sarva Pranapati Swami Sarva Pranapati Ashrita Kalpaladita Ashrita Kalpaladita Aparvadava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Daivam Mariyantayunive Swami Mariyantayunive Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nagendra Shayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Jasmi Ujjhali Mahadeva Sathya Sai Mahadeva Mangala Harati Antuko Mangala Harati Antuko Mandara Giridhari Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Om Sathya Narayana 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 Om Sathya Narayana Narayana Sathya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Sathya Narayana 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 Om Sathya Narayana Narayana Sathya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Sathya Narayana 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 Om Sathya Narayana Narayana Sathya Narayana Narayana Jai Sadguru Deva Shanti 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 Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Jai Bolo Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba Ji ki Jai